Hey everyone. Just have a quick talk, and I'm gonna also take the today's price action. You can see that is also live, and talk a little bit about what's going on, and also a few opportunities that you can use the market internals. But before I get started into the video, I just wanted to remind you guys I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing that I mention in this video should take as a financial advice. And with that being said, so let's just start talking and seeing some opportunities. So, this price action lately has been really tough and hard to trade, in my opinion. We don't have any clean moves. A lot of the levels are not respecting as usually does. But you still can find some opportunities to trade and find clean setups to take advantage. So I'm gonna give an example. You can see we open right here. This is all pre-market price action, right? So we had this nice clean move up. I usually don't like to the first 10 minutes. I don't check tick because it's just noise because we can gap down, we can gap up, so it's gonna make difference. So I usually wait. You can see around. I usually like to wait like 9:40, 9:45, and then from there I start to look what is going on. But anyways, you see that we made this high right here, right? And then we pull back, made a new high, which you can see higher high and thick made a higher high. But because it's in the extreme, we can expect like a cool off, right? It doesn't mean it's gonna have a sell off. It can only have a really tiny red candle. So just pay attention on those. When you see extreme, don't expect to have a big move down. It can only be a tiny red candle to cool off, go to zero, and then have another big bounce. But anyways, let's focus on this high and this high. You can see made a higher high and thick made a higher low. From there you see the huge move to the downside. How if I didn't take this trade, I was already done earlier today for the first 10 minutes. I hit my daily goal. But let's say you get puts right here, right? We are in a resistance area, which is the order block from hourly chart. You can see right here. This zone we touched there, got rejected. So it's a really nice setup. Let's go back to the minute chart. But let's say you want to hold this position, right? Oh, when I take profits, you can take profits when you hit the previous low. But also notice tick, you can take profits when hit zero, which is exactly at that level, or you can just wait, go to the extremes, which happen here. You can take profits right here when touch the extremes. Then you have the second one, boom, cool. And then after you take that trade and you take your profits, be patient, reset. Don't start taking trades right away. Just start watching what is happening and have a big move down. See what the consolidation is gonna lead you to. And if you see that consolidation, look, making lower lows and lower highs, and look thick, making higher lows. This move is not being sustained by the overall market. And what I mean by overall market, thick is just all the stocks on the New York Exchange being traded in the green candle. When you see more stocks trading up in a green candle and you see SPY showing weakness, this is a divergence, it's a bullish divergence. You don't see the overall market weak as the SPY shows. So you're gonna see pops. That's why you see pops. And the biggest one that got my attention was when we made this new low, we broke this previous divergence. And then when you had the bounce, look that we made a lower low, but look thick, it didn't show that the same weakness. It was showing strength, right? And we bounced right off the extremes. Look at that move up since then. And another thing to pay attention, you're gonna find those divergences, and that will always help you in what? Exits, entries, if you should scale in, if you should scale out. So don't use thick as, oh, I'm gonna buy here because it's extremes, or I'm gonna sell here because it's in extremes. Just use so you can have an idea in what to expect next. So again, let's show another example. Here, you can see since around 1:30 p.m. we are breaking, making higher highs, but look thick, just making higher lows. And when you get to a level, you will see pullbacks, and they can be sharp or they can be just red, a really tiny red candle, but you will see pullbacks. And those pullbacks can be a trade that you got in calls right here because you're breaking out, and then you got here your stop loss because you got knifed. So just be patient, pay attention to the overall market, and this is exactly why I like to use stick to help me on my before I get in a trade to make sure I'm on the right spot. It doesn't mean it's gonna work 100% of the time, but helps me to be more patient and wait for the better setups. Like, why I gonna get in calls here when I'm seeing this big bearish divergence? It doesn't make sense, right? So just be patient, wait for this to cool down, and you see going down, down, down to extremes. Just wait. Look at that. You could have caught this little bounce on SPX 0DT. You can make $150 in each contract. And then you see we made a new low. Look at that divergence right here. This is happening right now. 14 seconds to this candle. Low equal low, but look, this is high. So this is the pop. And this pop can only be to this zero mark and then drop again, trying to make a new lows. Or this can shot up all the way to the extremes and start making another highs. So just wait for those setups and start watching it. See how we kind of trending down on this, and people also can call this a bull flag or consolidation, and think is making lower highs. So this is showing strength. This can be a setup to the upside, right? So my point on this video is just to try to talk a little bit about this PA. I know has been frustrating for me, and a lot of you guys, I'm sure it is as well. So just try to, while you're watching, trying to find opportunities to look over the overall market. Forget about just what you're looking at the specific chart. Look what is happening around you. You can zoom out. I like to go to hourly chart. I like to go to 15 minutes. Look how choppy this is. That is no direction. And every time you see a big, okay, we break now, boom, you get shut down. Same thing. Find the levels, see where you're bouncing from. Try to find those levels and find those divergences on smaller time frames to get your entry and your exit. So I hope you guys understand. If you guys have any questions, just make the comment and I will be happy to help and answer. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good day and see you next time. Bye bye.